Hello everyone, welcome back to BrickVault. This is Mike and this is Top 10 MOCs. As usual, we're gonna go through some amazing MOCs this week, and fan MOCs will be shown at the end of the episode. If you would like to submit a fan MOC, there is a link in the description below. Our gunship collection at the web store is growing. The newest LAAT added is the Clone Wars version by the designer Busker, who also did for us the ATTE, the ATAP, and the dropship. There is a detailed showcase video as well, and the link in the description if you would like to support the channel and the designers we work with. Starting up with number 10, we have Clippy. Even as a Mac user, I don't remember this Windows-based guy. I mean, raise your hand if you never used Word. As simple as a MOC can be, but also as expressive and simple as it can possibly be. Clippy is an icon of the Windows machines, and just by looking at the picture of this MOC, you can really create your own and have your own Clippy desktop companion. And funny enough, this is the first picture submission to Flickr by the designer Peter. Number 9, we have MorlornEmpire with something that you could kind of question if it's even LEGO. It is LEGO, it's just a mix of Bionicle and Clickits, but with no stats visible. Some with less knowledge in LEGO systems might not really call it a brick built thing. Absolute cuteness overload with the little lizard. I would really question if that's even LEGO. I don't recognize this creature from any of the sets, so let me know where it actually came from. The blue spheres are from Bionicle, and I think the mushrooms or the tiny trees are the Clickits. What a lovely little vignette, and shows you how much originality you can still achieve with proper NPU. Cuteness continues on number 8 from Grant Davis, the swimming sea turtle machine. You should know this designer through his many contributions to the LEGO community throughout the years, and if not mistaken, isn't this the little cute turtle from Finding Nemo? Either way, it works, it looks cute, the underwater seabed scaping is quite simple but still expressive, and all you gotta do is just keep swimming and keep swimming. Number 7 is taken by Karf Lite, a widely featured designer in our showcases. Troll Warfort, with what seems to be the best use of track pieces I have ever seen. What a brilliant idea to use them as defense of the fort. The towers are also built with the Technic track pieces. We have cannons ready for defense, a scout party on trolls returning from a mission, and just a lot of cool factor embedded into a small diorama. Gotta love when people find new uses for quite common and seemingly one-use pieces like the track piece. Up to number 6, we have greenarj with a MOC called Busy Day. And this is by far one of the best builds for a hairstyle I've seen in a while. Yeah, those are bananas. So it's a quite bananas build if you ask me. Also, I need to help identifying the piece at the purse strap. Is that also a banana? I have really no idea. Also great use of the Dot's wrist strap, the golden bendy tube for the handle, and some superb angling and piece usage for what seems to be a black leather jacket. Triangular fashionable sunglasses complete the look. Up to number 5, we have Patrick Biggs with the Iron Warden. Second part of the title, he holds the keys. Indeed, he does. There is a pack of keys right in the left hand. I want to know how the head is built. Lots of great piece usage. We can see rubber bands, tires, and I think cogs for the teeth. Either way, quite insane. Red whip pieces throughout for some veins or some hoses, because that might be a biomechanical build, as you can exceptionally see in the design of the legs. Pretty cool use of the axe elements to top of the tail, and it's all finished with a tiny but effective piece of land. Pretty dang awesome if you ask me. Number 4 is a simple but quite interesting build I found. Carter Witz comes in with the flooded city, and this is one of the best usages of the difference between light bluish gray and dark bluish gray I've seen in LEGO. So the underwater part is dark bluish gray, there's the floating water effect as we reach the water's surface, and everything above is light bluish gray. Then we have some details on top of that, like this stone statue, some butterflies, some vines and foliage here and there, and a beautifully crafted tree topping it all off. This MOC is so high because I found it highly creative, and also not using many pieces or superb techniques to achieve a very memorable effect. Really, for me, what creative LEGO building is all about. Number 3, let's get some sci-fi vibes going on. I love to include some sci-fi builds. Simulterious comes in with the Santana, another design for the Star Wars Factions RPG. I'm always a sucker of great use of the teal color, especially for spaceships. And if you pair that with some excellent gribbling, I'm pretty much sold. There's some great design for the engine nozzles I've never seen before, the small track chains along with the domes for the front of the engines, lots of gribbling for the coupling, and fantastic use of angled pieces throughout the fuselage. The build must be quite complex, but it all feels so clean. And I like that it's not fully teal, but it has some withered grey pieces throughout. Plus it comes with some scrapyard wasteland stand that blends the composition together quite well. Quite a stunning design at a very friendly scale. On a more unfriendly scale is a design from Michal Horacek, a Czech designer I believe. And here we have a beautifully crafted medieval town. The amount of detail and techniques for the walls and shapes of the buildings is quite staggering. Even for the whole town square area, or just the landscaping throughout, nothing seems symmetrical or regular at all. Insane amount of time it must have taken to literally craft every wall in the craziest possible techniques imaginable, and it really shows, cause you can gaze at this MOC for hours and still find some cool either piece usages or just connections. There are some elements sticking out also, like the foliage or just the angles of the walls here and there. Lots of things happening all at once, it's almost overwhelming. Medieval builds usually come in a much cleaner style, so seeing something like this, literally overwhelming your eyes, is very cool, I won't lie. Kudos for the amount of effort and the final result, well done. For number 1, I selected something also medieval, a bit more gothic, and in a different style. This is the Moonshade Cathedral by JakobKaiserMOCs, and I just love the composition of this. There is some nice balance of the riverbed, along with the rock formation, and the developed city boulevard, with that archway going to the main square in front of the cathedral. We are in the autumn, so you can see lots of great contrasty autumn colors, leaves and trees, whatnot, spread around the build, and then we are led to a beautifully crafted front of the Gothic Cathedral. Simple design for the walls and spiky columns, but that rosetta, I love how this is designed. Perfectly circular fashion, which I believe is achieved through the joint pieces and those 1x2 rounded bricks. It is really giving the same effect you kind of get when you see the Notre Dame in Paris for the first time. To the right there is that rock formation, kind of creeping over the cathedral's wall, and it's all finished off with a beautiful use of foliage yet again. This MOC I clicked immediately. It struck me with its amazing composition, the use of lines and balance throughout the build. It is just very aesthetically done, and also must have taken a lot of time. It is not a simple feat to achieve a build like this. And if you want to see more of this and other builds featured in this episode, just a reminder, there are links in the description below for all the lovely creators, so you make sure you show them some love. Honorable mentions for this week are Martin Studio with the Lego Castle game show, so we're still kind of keeping it medieval, I guess this is this time of year. SweStar with the Pumpkin Monster 2, that also lights on. Team Goddard with the Barmaye Lite Cruiser, quite a cool tiny spaceship design. Andreas Lenander with the Halo, a very artsy MOC if you will. Joel Short with 1987 Speeder, keeping things tiny and awesome. J6 Crash with Spot, an arachnid spider-looking thingy that has possibly the best use of the headphones piece I have ever seen. icuya designed the Micro P5000 powered workloader from the Aliens. A Brick Dreamer uploaded a beautiful autumn lighthouse. Really love the composition on that one. Alex Aylar with another one of those scenes I featured last week. This one is called Gus and Grub. Jonah with a small interior diorama, Poggle's Lair, for those who love Star Wars interiors. Mr. Hume with quite impressive cyber nature, a design he's calling biomimicry. And Corn Builder with the pterodactyl, yet again in this biomechanical fashion. Love Builds designed the Bruiser, saying he's gonna beat sense into you until you're senseless. Ben designed this creepy looking creature called the Headlock, and Piotr Turecki gave us the LL928 escape pod before crash. Green ARJ yet again with Hold the Door MOC, very cool, and I love how the giant claws are bending the stone masonry next to the door, that very cool detail. Jean-Paul Briggs designed the Sleeping Beauty castle from Disneyland Paris in microscale. Marcus Lorburer came in with the Guardian, another small but very cool MOC, and I love the design for that sword. And Asgardian Studio finished the giant firefighting airplane, the Coulson Flying Tanker, which maybe I really should have featured in the main list actually, it's so cool. But there you have it. I hope you guys enjoyed this week's top 10 MOCs. Here are your fan MOCs. Let me know in the comments which one was your favorite this week. Thanks again for watching. It was Mike, and I'll see you next time here on BrickVault.